Guys, iOS 14 Beta 3 just came out, and there is a huge new feature in this beta that will absolutely change the world. So let's talk about that, plus some great new changes to Apple Music, all of that and more. Welcome back to The Infinite. Glad to have you. Let's jump right in, shall we? Hold up before we jump into the video. A lot of you have noticed the new channel art, the banner that says The Infinite. This artwork was actually provided to me from an amazing designer. His name is Jacob. He actually reached out to me with this graphic. Amazing. You guys definitely go check out his work. And Jacob, thank you so much for being the first person to design the channel art for the Infinite YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Here we go. Okay guys, iOS 14 Beta 3 is out now for developers, and so that means that it will be coming to the public beta. If you're following that, which I'd recommend, it's great, either later this week or next week. So of course we're looking forward to that. But this is build 18A5332F. In case you collect those. I want to jump right into this because there is one significant change in iOS 14 Beta 3 that will literally change the way that we think about our iPhones. It will change the way that we interact with everything. It's honestly going to change the world, and I want to show that to you now. So let's pop that up on the screen. You guys fret no more because now there is a new mask design. So you'll see in the before and the after pictures here, the new mask design actually has this seam right here down the middle like this mask that I'm wearing. iOS really just wasn't working for me before this moment. I could not find a mask that really felt like it fit my personality, really fit my style, and it definitely did not fit what I was wearing in real life. Now, I've already sent this Memoji to several people, and I've seen really great reactions because for once, since this coronavirus has happened, I finally feel recognizable in messages. And so I just want to say thank you to Apple, thank you to the entire design team and everybody behind this that worked on this project. You guys, this new mask design looks amazing. Thank you so much for adding this to Memoji. So guys, that obviously is the most important feature coming to iOS 14 Beta 3. I think that we all know that, but just for kicks, let's cover the other features as well. Okay, I actually haven't been able to find this one yet, and I don't know if it only works in conjunction with the Apple Watch or not, but there is a new feature in Beta 3, and it actually reminds you to wash your hands if you've been home for several minutes and not yet washed your hands, which is, I think, a really cool feature. Like I've said before, the hand washing feature on watchOS 7 isn't fantastic yet. I think that it will be improved, but I don't love it, so I even went to the length of turning it off, which I usually never do. Whenever Apple's offering a feature, I always have it turned on, but this one, I actually turned it off because I was like, oh man, it was so annoying. I could literally be putting on hand sanitizer and it's like 20 more seconds to go. I'm like, no, it's dry. I'm not gonna just keep rubbing my hands. So there are things that need to be improved, but this is a cool feature, and I hope that I can turn it on without having the hand washing feature on my Apple Watch on. If I can, I think that'd be great. If you can get home after a few minutes, if you haven't washed your hands, it says, hey, wash your hands. Great idea. I think that that'll be a really helpful feature. So if you're excited for that, like the video. Okay, I actually got this one in a screen recording. There are new pop-ups in Jiggle Mode.
I just go into Jiggle Mode?
And these come up for the first time when you start editing apps on your home screen and when you start editing the widgets. And basically they just kind of give you some insight into how it works, which I think is really great because I was worried that a lot of people editing their home screen would not actually know about the tap the buttons at the bottom to remove home screens. That is kind of a complex feature. If I hadn't heard about it from the keynote, I probably would not have found it unless it was by happenstance of like accidentally touching the buttons, and I'd be like, no way. It's kind of one of those features, so I do think that it's good that they added that tutorial pop-up in there to kind of teach you how it works. Same thing in widgets, it's really great. Also, widgets look a little bit different now. You can see that the deprecated icons look a little different, and they're kind of in their own little square down there. When you're not in Jiggle Mode, they actually look the same, but when you are in Jiggle Mode, it kind of puts them into their own black square, which tells the developers, please update these widgets. And the long-rumored and long-awaited and long-teased clock widget from Apple, which has been seen in promotional material for iOS 14, has finally made its way to iOS 14, so it's an actual thing now. Okay, next up, Apple Music has received the largest redesign in a long time in iOS 14 and in Beta 3. We've actually got 3 new features of Apple Music here in iOS 14 Beta 3, so it works really well. First up, we have a new icon for Apple Music. I am a huge fan. I think it looks 15 times better. If you agree, let me know. The other one was so bland and boring. This is actually what it used to look like in iTunes 10. I think that it was with Yosemite. Let's find out. I'm gonna find out for you right now. Look at that, history of the iTunes logo. Boom, that's what I'm talking about right there. It's not showing me, I wanna see the icon changes. I don't care what feature changes, I wanna see the icon. 2014 was Yosemite. What did I say? Did I say Yosemite? Oh man, I am good. Okay, so the pink icon was in Yosemite, and actually, it only stayed there for 1 year, which was honestly a bummer. You know, the 2012 icon was really great too. Here, I'll throw this graphic up on the video so you can see. But yeah, I mean, in 2015 until today, we've had the same icon. I don't like it. And so we're going back to 2014, plus it was only around for 1 year. So it's great. We're bringing retro. I think that it looks a lot better. Let me know what you think below. Along with that app redesign, let's get back to business here. Along with that app redesign, we also have an all new design for the Apple Music widget. Looks good. I think it looks good. It's pink now instead of white, so matches the logo. But when you have them both together on the same screen, it's cool. Okay, next up in music, when you go to the library, look at all these new icons you get. Okay, so there's a bunch of new icons. If you remember before, boom, that footage that I took before, there were no icons. So the icons are here and they look pretty good. I still think that they should do a grid format where they do playlists, songs, albums downloaded right next to each other. You know what I mean? Also, this is kind of a cool new feature in Apple Music. These album covers move now for favorites, new music, things like that. Not actually when you go into them, but when you're scrolling through them here, they move. So that's really cool. That's not new to this beta, but I thought I'd mention it. Okay, the last feature in Apple Music is you can actually now share from Apple Music to Snapchat, creating a Snapchat story from the song that you're listening to. So that's cool. If you're a big Snapchatter, that's great. I Snapchat 3 people, my cousin, my sister, and my sister. So I'm gonna use it for that. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching The Infinite today, and make sure to tune back on this weekend. Every Saturday, I'm gonna be doing an Apple News update, and honestly, the news is building up a ton, and I can't wait to get you that video, so stay tuned. And until then, we will see you later. Peace out.